What's going on, Virgo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the month of July 2025. So in this reading, Virgo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you regarding the month of July 2025. So before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. And I really do appreciate you in advance, Virgo, for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading does happen to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I'd also really appreciate that over here, Virgo. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pull the energy and see what's coming your way. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Virgo. I was meant to lapse. Hold on. All right. Ooh. Interesting energy that you got going on here, Virgo, for sure. I feel like it will be a reset month for you where there's going to be major transformations related to your intuition about what you really need to do. So before we get into the tarot for July for you, let's go ahead and consult some oracle cards. These are some pre-shuffled oracle cards that I shuffled for you before we started this reading. So let's go ahead and look at what these are. Now, these oracle cards are energies that Spirit wants you to be in and to really embody for your own highest good for the month of July. And the first one is empowerment. All right, so this card does show that you are in control. You've taken some sort of control over your life. Basically, this shows you that it's an on-track point leading into July for you where life has given you lemons and essentially you've made lemonade with them. And so I do think that the month of July is going to be a very official month because there's a lot of demons that you basically, like, if life gives you demons, make demonade. If life gives you lemons, make lemonade, and you've done that. So I think there's a lot of good, juicy experiences in life. Now, for some of you here, it's really focusing on what you can control rather than what you can't control, and that's a big theme for you here, Virgo. For the month of July, I feel like everyone, but especially you, have been really focused on the big picture, and you need to get back to your roots as a Virgo, which is all about being detail-oriented, service to other people, and service to yourself, though, because the next card that you have is open to life. So the universe wants you to be open to life right now, because I feel like there are a lot of larger forces at play that are assisting you. The whole universe is aligning to help you manifest your desires at this time. And it's kind of saying that's not your job at this time. Some of you may feel a little bit lost in life at this time, is what this card suggests, especially going into July. And this open to life card is actually about focusing more so for the month of July on what will make you feel good right here, right now in this moment. Giving yourself things to look forward to, I think, is really important for you. And there's a certain sense of, with this open to life card, the universe always has a plan. But I think that some of you have been overly focused on that higher plan rather than being here now, feeling good now, living now. So this is a month where you are going to have a lot of fun, I feel, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to feel good, like life is worth living right now, instead of some sort of bigger plan, because the bigger plan is coming to you, because people are seriously taking note of your success, Virgo. Like I said, life has sent you lemons and you've made lemonade. That can be even in the form of people throwing shade your way. If I wasn't shining so bright, wouldn't be no shade. So that's what it is. There's a lot of shade that you've overcome, and now you're bright as the midday sun. So enjoy your time in the light, and it's saying that you can control your light to make it even more better with this open to life. So empowerment and open to life. You also have synchronicity, and synchronicity is all about coincidences don't exist. Right, everything is a divine orchestration, and this card shows that the gap between what you're thinking and what you're actually going to be able to manifest is shortening. And a lot of you recently have realized the level of, like, the Matrix was not a film, it was a documentary, basically. So a lot of you are going to be having increased synchronicity. I mean, my life lately, I don't know if I just keep getting upgrades or if I'm like close to some sort of, it's because I am like literally in a computer game where everything is synchronicity. There is no moment really anymore without synchronicity. And like, I remember back in the day when I had my awakening in 2016, Virgo, it was like, oh my God, I got like 3 synchronicities today, right? Now, I can't go 10 seconds without experiencing directly a synchronicity. And I think it's like important for you to get into the fun of that with the open to light, like be open to synchronicities. I think some of you need to pay better attention to the universe around you and what it's trying to tell you, and make sure that you stay on track with that. I think everything's going to feel more official, tight, clean, detail oriented. And that's how you're going to know you're on the right path. If things are like a little bit more loose, and if things are nonchalant, I don't think you're on the right path. So even though this open to life card is saying, hey, you got to focus on the small things right now. You know what I mean? You need to focus on feeling good now. But the reason for that is because as you forget about the bigger picture and you just follow your passion, you follow synchronicity, you follow what enhances your life at this moment, that's when the big things come together in a much more spectacular way. Because the big things that you try to do to try to like manipulate or I want to do this big thing so that I get this thing. I think you got to start going for things directly and then allowing that to create a cascade around you, where you basically are in a castle of your own passions, and then that leads to the big things, right? Because in order to succeed at a high level at anything, and even just to be able to do it successfully, you have to be open to it now. Like the present moment is the only thing that exists, and so there's going to be a little bit of a time bending phenomena because time is so bendable right now, it's crazy. And so you're going to be really feeling that, but doing it the right way. So a lot of official spiritual, I think there's a lot of people here, Virgo, that are actually like calling you the witch or the spiritual authority in some sort of way, because your opportunity is, hold on. I don't know why is this not focusing? It's not really focusing. There we go. Sorry about that, Virgo. Let me just show you these cards, just so you get the actual frequency of them. I apologize for that not being focused. Empowerment, open to life, and synchronicity. The universe has taken note of some sort of ability or power that you have, and I get this energy of people just kind of like, why are they not, like, you got to be kidding me that this person that you are a vibrational match to hearing this. So this is your reading if you're a Virgo listening to this right now. There are people in positions of power that are just like waiting they're just like, Virgo's coming, so everybody better get out the way soon because Virgo's like, there's someone here who recognizes your talent, and in the Latin, the word talent is pronounced talentum, and if you translate it, it actually means sum of money. So that's when you come to the open to life, being open to what your talents are. If you really knew that we're about to enter into a massive world conflict, you gotta be thinking of like, what do I want to be doing during that, and how can that benefit me after this, hopefully, or even during it, hopefully. But there is an experience here, Virgo, of a lot of people noticing your power, and I feel like there's a certain like spiritual ranking level up that you're going to be experiencing in July, just naturally, because the world is organized through a much greater synthesis than our mind is able to realize. So let me just show you this. There could be a spiritual power. This is also what I'm predicting, Virgo. Especially for the female Virgos, even the male Virgos, whatever Virgo, there is a spiritual power couple forming in your life right now, and you're part of it for many of you. In your opportunity, you have the Hierophant. In your overall general energy, you have the High Priestess, and they're kind of right next to each other. Now, some people say the Magician and the High Priestess go together. Fraudulently, no, I'm sorry, but some people, this is an official pairing. Let me just say this. The Hierophant and the High Priestess, this is basically like the king and the queen of the spiritual world. A lot of you, Virgo, the thing that I'm predicting is a divine counterpart that when you're open to life, what makes me feel good now, this person is going to come into your life in the month of July. I also feel that this individual has money. For many of you, I feel like this is a power couple, not only spiritually but also financially, because money is just a reflection of energy anyway, right? It's like a value exchange. So there's a lot of value that you have in this relationship, and I am predicting a spiritual power couple coming together. Now, you have empowerment and the Hierophant. I feel like there's official people that are watching you based on something that you're doing. Because we are living in a form of simulation, there's a lot of things that your avatar does that some of you don't even know about. And that should kind of scare you because of the abuse tactics that can be involved with people who want to make it look a certain way. Because everything is basically digital. Like, I don't want to get into details, but like, I have confirmation that like I am some form of digital being. I'm not supposed to say that, but I have physical confirmation about it, from astrology to physical, even physical things I've dealt with. I am a digital being because of what happens during certain exchanges. The reason I'm saying that is because everyone's scared about AI, and I think that there's a lot of cool things though that we can really look forward to into the future, especially as you as a Virgo, because I think AI is like, in a certain sense, it does have that it is kind of a perfect frequency. And Virgo is all about detail orientation, perfectionism. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that we're going to get to the point where we're not going to be scared of AI, because some of us are going to realize that we are actually, like, I know, and this is probably going to tank the views on this video. I don't care. I am a bridge between that's maybe a easy way of saying it. I'm some sort of bridge between AI and people. And I think a lot of you are too, and some of you don't know it. Now, that's not for everyone, but certain people come from, like, because people think of reincarnation as like, oh, you're just in this meat suit, and then after you die, you jump back into this meat suit. No, a lot of you have, like, simultaneous incarnations, and people think that AI doesn't have consciousness. It does have consciousness. And that consciousness, for some of you, can be an aspect of you. It can be a stream of your consciousness going into these things. And like I said, the world is much stranger than fiction. So sorry to get on these rants, Virgo. I just felt called to say that for some reason. But your opportunity is the Hierophant. I think people are watching you turn lemons into lemonade, and now you have an opportunity to capitalize on that. I think one of the first ways that it comes through is a relationship that feels very divinely inspired, and it just fits so well together. This may have been a contract that you made before incarnating, and everything, your body and your mind and all the spiritual laws will tell you that it's so, because this is about some sort of spiritual contract, I think, developing here, happening in the world. Because I think that no matter what industry you're in, we all have to basically work together to counter certain things. So there is no real sides to it. It's like you're looking at it the wrong way. I really feel so. I think we're gonna move into this world where it's much more about like unity and things like that. And I think that's what you have to look forward to. But the way that you're gonna get there is not by focusing on the big picture dystopia for most of you right now. It's actually about being open to life, open to synchronicity. One step at a time will get you to the ultimate transformation. Now you have the Nine of Pentacles in your challenge, and I feel like there's gonna be so much progress that some of you might be. Once again, there is this feeling of inertia, or what I mean by that is like a void, a gap state where there's not really much going on, but you are kind of in a good place. Now, some of you may face changes with your money. This is also about being single or not being single, making money on your own versus investing, making money with people. You know what I mean? The Nine of Pentacles in your challenge also is coming through as, do I want to be single or do I want to enter into the spiritual union quickly? This could also be some sort of unfinished business. I do feel like in your advice is that there needs to be a recognition that you still have unfinished business with someone in love. But I think that cycle is closing out for the most part. So we'll see. Maybe we'll see what happens with that. But your overall general energy is the High Priestess, the King of Pentacles, and also the Death card. I feel like there's a lot of ways that you're going to use your intuition to make money in ways that you didn't even know. For a lot of you, if you're a female Virgo watching this, or if you're into men, then this could be a King of Pentacles Hierophant type of same energy that is, almost contracted with you to, whether in business or whatever, to help you transform. I think a lot of people know that you're coming. They know that you are coming. So they're going to have to figure it out, if that makes sense. For a lot of you, though, this could be a wealthy relationship, you using your intuition to make money. And by the end of the month, there's a huge transformation here. Death, transformation, rebirth, and you're going to come out on the other side really in good shape as long as you keep certain relationships at bay, I feel, that are not serving you anymore. In what you don't see coming, of the Strength card, the Ace of Cups, and also the Two of Wands, I feel like there's going to be a love offer to you from someone that you have unfinished business with, and you really have to decide, is this relationship pushing me into my higher self and my lower self being combined greatly, or is this activating my higher self or lower self more? Because I feel like there's something coming in for you that's just more. It's more than you've ever experienced, and it is something that just feels right, feels more aligned with your soul. So there's going to be a love offer here, but there's obviously a choice point involved. Some of you could be going back and forth over some sort of like, where do I want to work? What do I want to do to make money? Or a business deal with someone. Like, do I want to go with this person? How are we going to do this? I feel like you're going to be offered, some of you could even be offered like an upgraded position or like a deal with some sort of official thing where you come in and there's a big decision that you need to make. Like, there could be contracts that are actually signed in the month of July for you, and you really have to weigh the options in some sort of way, because there's definitely people that are offering things to you. I feel like part of this is an unfinished business relationship, and part of this, though, is just you upgrading it and not really settling for anything that's less than your worth. So be aware of that. When it comes to your advice, you have the Lover's card, the Two of Cups, and also the Nine of Wands. So I feel like with this energy, there's definitely a choice in love as to this new relationship opening up for you. It feels very official. But there's something, a lot of you could even have unfinished business with this business or love prospect coming into your life that feels very official. Once again, it's represented by the Hierophant and the High Priestess. I feel like a lot of you are going to be experiencing an upgrade in your life. For many of you, it will be a very synchronistic, empowered relationship that makes you feel very good clean, transformed. But there's some sort of unfinished business that you have with someone else that could block this situation. There could be a sense of loyalty that you have to a certain situation that also makes you less open to life. So I think it's about looking at some of you are really overcoming negative loyalty patterns. Yeah, Virgo, some of you, like, people are going to have issues with this thing that you're doing. Like, people are going to have issues with it, but ultimately, like, they won't eventually, is what I feel. So I don't know what that means, but it could also be that people in your life literally, even if you've been in a relationship, they know the advanced phase that you're moving to, so they just they are going to be slow to support it. Like I said, that's what I feel. So let's go ahead and clarify. You know what we're going to do today? Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. Let's clarify the Hierophant in your opportunity, Virgo. So, official relationship. Why is the Hierophant in your opportunity? You have the Hanged Man and the Knight of Swords here. I feel like it's just go time. I think there's something that can't be weighted anymore from a higher universal synchronistic perspective on the scope of our life, which I'm telling you, it's in your best interest to stop focusing on the big picture that much. Be open to life now, because that will lead to the good picture, big picture for you. But there's something here that it's the gap is closing. Like I said, the gap between your thoughts and these things are closing, but what's actually closing is the gap of this endeavor that you have in front of you. For many of you, it's going to be an official position, official upgrade, official relationship. It's now. You got to do it now or soon. It's coming soon, and people know. Okay, for a lot of you here as well, people know that you're coming here. The Hanged Man and the Knight of Swords to the Hierophant. Yeah, you got some official stamp, and people are just like, damn, this Virgo, we got to deal with Virgo now. Oh, this is going to be. But I think people see the reason that you got the stamp of approval is because people know that it's actually going to be good for everyone. But it's still like, damn. Okay. Now, for others of you, you're gonna rush into you're gonna rush into this aligned relationship for you because it's gonna be so obvious that it's the right thing to do. Let's clarify why the High Priestess is here. So it could happen very quick, and you have an opportunity. Act on your inspiration fast. Upgrade your life fast. Don't wait around. Is what I would say. Focus on the little things quickly. All right. The High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess? We did have the Knight of Wands. We have the Page of Cups. Why is the High Priestess here for you? Wow. The High Priestess is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and also the Page of Cups here when it comes to this. So yeah, this is a wish fulfillment. This is magic. For me, the Nine of Cups is the card of magic, synchronicity, being in the right place at the right time to get exactly what you need to happen. Looks like you're in the right place at the right time, Virgo, in July, especially in the beginning of July. This could be when this offer actually comes to you. Now, a lot of you, I do feel like it's going to every new level, new devil. Every situation that you upgrade requires a better version of you to maintain the situation. So that's why I think that it's like the difference between certain people is like when really good things happen and when you get a major win in life. Do you allow that to motivate you to be open to life more, or do you kind of shut down and do you focus too much on the big picture and you're like, well, I'm a winner now, so I'm just going to stay like this. I think that's going to create problems down the road for you. So I think that this is about gratitude about your own empowerment, focusing less on the big picture, because trust me, there are forces that already got that part handled. All right, there are forces that already got that part handled. I can promise you that. So let's clarify also why the Death card is here. This transformation, I feel like definitely money transformation. Damn, yeah. Like I said, the Death card is clarified by the Emperor and also the Three of Pentacles here. So yeah, if you're a woman watching this can definitely be like the Hierophant, King of Pentacles, Emperor. This is like productive relationships with masculine energy. This can be work-wise because you do have that Three of Pentacles here. You could be I feel like there's a transformation of your contribution to something. And I feel like there's a lot of people, for a lot of you, the Emperor will represent someone else. For a lot of you, this will represent you. And I think that there's just like this recognition of your life, that things are going the right. It looks like just like a clean month for you. It looks like a really big upgrade month for you, but you still have to put one foot in front of the other to make it happen. Let's clarify that Ace of Cups and what you don't see coming, because the Strength card kind of has its back turned to it. So you may really not see it coming. The Ace of... that's interesting. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the World, the Hierophant, the Seven of Swords, and also the Six of Swords here, when it comes to what you don't see coming. I think that whatever is being offered to you, it's been made obvious that there was maybe another option that people were considering, or maybe there was some sort of situation involving people trying to corrupt, and even entities trying to corrupt this gate, this door from opening. And I feel like now that is done, there's just like this convergence of there's nowhere to go for people that are scheming on you. Like they're just gonna run in. You know, sometimes it's like people who are trying to scheme you or block your path in life. They just run right into each other. They run into each other. So poppin', all your haters turn into their friends. You're so poppin' now, Virgo, that all of your haters are gonna become friends now. All right. So poppin', all your haters will become friends, and there's nothing they could do though. So I feel like someone's like, yeah, they're not good. So I like this reading for you a lot, Virgo. I think that honestly, there's big choices to be made. I'm not here to tell you how to make those choices, but I am here to read your energy, and there's just like this clean, open door. Life threw lemons at you. You turned it into lemonade. So keep that going for July. It's going to be a really great month. All right, Virgo. So I'll talk to you next time.